What's up, everybody? So yesterday we worked on the truck. Kind of forgot to record myself throwing everything away and wrapping up for the day. That's all I did. Just threw everything in the dumpster, left everything at work. But anyway, today, Sunday, today's task is finishing up these lights that I installed. I gotta fix one that came out, the anchor I guess popped out, but I'll fix that right now. As you can tell, it's not that bright in here. When I work on stuff, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I installed these LED lights from Amazon. They're 8-foot strips. I have 8 of them in here. I have 4 rows of 2 8-footers, so approximately a little over 16 feet long. There's a connector in the middle, but I gotta finish wiring them up. Right now it's dark, and you'll see a difference here in a second. As you can tell, way better. And this is only with 2 rows. Those 2 rows are still not hooked up right now. I just have a little temporary setup with them. I could turn off one of the rows, but either way, I'm gonna set them up so I can have this row and the next row and then this row and the last row on 2 separate circuits, so that way I can alternate, or I can flip both switches on and have them all on. I gotta get up in the attic. I gotta run some wire. I actually have a switch right here above my toolbox. I have a double switch that's gonna sit right here next to these. Where's the cover plate? A triple cover plate that'll go here. So I'll have an outlet here that just power for the toolbox and the little computer setup that I have here. This switch controls the lights outdoors, where I was working basically. And I actually need to install a Wi-Fi switch that I have for there. I think it's this one. I need to install this Wi-Fi switch so I can control it from my phone when I'm backing up my truck at night. As you can tell, I just have extension cords and stuff. But I gotta get up in the attic and wire them up. So we're gonna do that today. So these are the cables that are gonna go up into the attic. This is actually how they're connected in the middle, but I'm gonna snip one end off so that I can hardwire them into a box that I'm gonna install up there, and all you'll see is a little pigtail coming out. So. Alright, now we're gonna go in the attic and see if we can mount these boxes that are gonna go up there. That's where all the connections are gonna be made, so each box has to go right above the light, essentially. Most of these are next to studs, most of them, but not all of them. So I know this one's next to a stud or a joist. This one I'm not too sure, and these 2 are probably not. So let's head up there and check it out. Now we just gotta look back here for our electrical, which I don't see a single one, so. Oh, there's one. You can see one wire sticking up back there. There's a wire sticking up by that light, and then there's gonna be one in that far corner. That one's gonna be tricky. We might need to move that one actually because I'm not gonna be able to get to it. It's gonna be right at that far peak in that corner. So there's one here right by this opening, and there's one right sticking up right here. So we'll check it out, see what we can do. Alright, so if you can tell by my sweat already, and I've only been here, what, 4 or 5 minutes? It is super hot up here. I'm gonna have to figure out how to wire these up. So I'm actually gonna take the camera downstairs. I don't want it to overheat up here. Check in with you guys in a bit. Alright, so kind of messed up. And I bought the wrong boxes originally to put up in the ceiling, the electrical boxes, but that's okay, not a big deal. Went to Home Depot, grabbed what I needed. A couple bucks later, came back, and now it's gonna look a lot better. And I actually finished up. You can see this one's done, and this one over here is also done. All I gotta do now is wire up the last one and wire up actually the last two that are gonna go to the switch. But while at Home Depot, I was in such a rush to get back because it just started sprinkling and stuff, and I forgot to grab wire. So not a big deal. I'm gonna have to stop and get some tomorrow. We'll wrap it up. But as you can tell, I had to move a bunch of stuff here in the garage. I had to move a lot of things because it ended up being a lot messier than I expected. I had a lot of dust, drywall dust. I already cleaned up this area down here, but now I gotta clean up over here, and I gotta put all this stuff back to where it goes. So I'm gonna set you guys up. Cool, so that's pretty much it for today. We're actually gonna start up the grill, throw some steaks on there, and yeah, call it a day.
1 week later.
All right, guys, so exactly a week later, Sunday now. Last week we left off where these two were set up. Last two lights are still need to be wired up. I did finally go to Home Depot. Got wired. Today we're gonna wrap these up. Just end the video here. Obviously not here, once we wrap up the project. So all I got left, like I said last time, is to wire up the last two circuits, drop the wire up into the wall, cut the box out for the cut the wall for the box, mount the switch, change the outside switch to the Wi-Fi switch, and that's it. So we're just gonna get cracking. I'm gonna get up in the attic. Either way, we're gonna get into it, and yeah, hang out, enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so I got the box cut out. Now I can mount this in there, and I'll have the outlet, the switch for the outside, and then the switch for the lights inside. But now I need to go take this wire up into the attic, wire up these last two lights, run the cable down through the wall, pull my cables out, then I can mount the box, terminate all my connections, and we'll be done. I wired it up, flipped the breaker, and I had no power to anything. The lights didn't work, the exterior lights didn't work, the Wi-Fi switch didn't even turn on. I can't reset the GFCI for whatever reason, but after some testing and a little bit of research, I think the GFCI is faulty. I have a little quick workaround that I gotta do. I'm gonna have to switch some wires and stuff. I just did some testing, like I said, and I was able to make the lights inside work or the outside, but not both. Pretty dark in here, right? Really the only light I have is the garage light on and the window, of course, but everything's done, and I can tell you for sure that it's an issue with the GFCI because it's showing green like it's good, but I have no power. This is what the garage looks like. Normally, my garage is still a mess. I'm gonna clean things up, but my camera batteries are dying. This is the only light I used to have in here, which is still very dark. So working on things is a pain. So now let me turn that one off, which that one's on a motion sensor. Let me turn this one off. And we'll come over here and turn on these. Now I can work on things comfortably. Now I can see everything. I mean, what a difference. If this is too bright at night, I can turn one off and it's still good lighting enough to work on things, or I can alternate them and have it darker over here, brighter over here in the garage. The issue that I was having is with the GFCI because I have no power coming out to the little camera I have up there and my computer, desktop chargers and everything. So the issue is here with the GFCI. I cannot reset it. It's not letting me, so it's just a faulty GFCI. I've already replaced a couple in the house, not a big deal. But these are hardwired now. Like I said, this one's right there and there. And this one's the exterior light. Alexa, turn on the driveway lights. So now I have Alexa controlling the lights in the driveway. I can turn it on, I can turn it off. All I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap it up, put everything back, and I'm gonna call that a video. I do have another one coming up that I actually filmed yesterday on Saturday, so look out for that one. Probably like Tuesday or Wednesday, this one will come out. I'm assuming tonight, which is Sunday night or maybe Monday morning, but stay tuned for more, guys. Thanks.